What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Shadowfaxx. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is ChronoJJ. The map is Ghost Lake, and I'll tell you what, ChronoJJ just took a game off the guy who 2-0'd Green Sea Squash. So, no matter what you say, ChronoJJ, good Age Mythology player, X-rank #1 Age Mythology the Titans player. And he brings it. When it comes to these tournaments, he brings it. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now from ChronoJJ. This is Ra versus Poseidon. And there's one thing with Ra that he loves more than anything else, and that is Sphinx. We're going to see 99.9% sure that ChronoJJ is going to go Bast in this game, and Shadowfaxx is going to be on the back foot. We'll see how he's going to react to the pressure. This is 6 boar spawn Ghost Lake, potentially only one. It looks like caribou spawn, which, nice goat scouting here from ChronoJJ. Who says Ra needs a scout when you've got goats? Goats can scout everything you need. There's the monument to the villages already up for ChronoJJ. He's going to be getting monument to the villages. He's going to be getting monument to the soldiers. And I would love to see him go that third monument and just go completely all in on those Sphinx and see what he can do. Shadowfaxx, on the other hand, he's got this caribou here, and he's going to see this town center, rub his hands together, thinking that it's a great town center, and ChronoJJ is going to hit that with Eclipse. Shadowfaxx is going to think he's safe. He's not going to be safe. That is my prediction for this map. In fact, actually, we've got double caribou spawn here. This is Max Hunt Ghost Lake. The absolute Maximus Prime hunt. And we're even seeing ChronoJJ not getting housed. This ChronoJJ looks like a completely new ChronoJJ, if I've ever seen one before. We do see the temple coming up now for ChronoJJ. A little bit confused why it wasn't the monument to the soldiers, but, you know, I'll allow it. Oh, he's even shifting the priest here, getting a little bit of boosted temple power here as well, trying to get to the classical age as fast and efficiently as possible. Where's the temple going up for Shadowfaxx? He has left... he hasn't actually left Hunt in his base, but he's gathering from the caribou over here first, which is a bit surprising considering the town center here. Generally speaking, when you see town centers close to Hunt, you leave the hunt because you know you can grab it later. Would have made more sense to maybe go into this hunt, but I guess it's sort of it sort of is similar, but we'll see how this goes. The temple is up now for ChronoJJ, moving over onto the wood. Possible he's going Tar here, and I'm going to be very sad. No, soldiers is up. Yes. Just a bit of ordering issues. This build that ChronoJJ is doing looks really, really good, but I feel like he could have gotten out the soldiers earlier and the temple up at this time. Maybe not, but he will be advancing at 4:42 or 4:36 or something. Yeah, 4:36 advance time here for ChronoJJ going through Bast. Hermes coming through very, very quickly as well. And that monument will be up, and he's going to be able to get out Sphinx. He's going to move forward and try and deny a second town center as best as he possibly can. The Katoskopos moving in, going to be looking for some sort of danger. We've got relics in the middle of the map, a pair of golden lions, and the tail of Cerberus. This relic, pretty good for Sphinx. Also pretty good for Centaur, but we don't see Poseidon players going that. Also pretty good for Nemean Lions and Chimera. So it's definitely Poseidon relic as much as it is a Ra relic. And we can even see Mummies very much utilizing that very nicely. We do see that ChronoJJ is attempting to bring this boar closer. Ooh, he doesn't do it perfectly. That's a lot of walking time here. Maybe should consider building a granary over here. Anyways, there is a boar over here. He's going to have to rebuild the granary for as well. There's Bast coming through. Shadowfaxx has hit Hermes. The big problem for ChronoJJ is going to be remembering to build houses. He's actually sent his house villager over to build the armory, so he may find himself in a bit of problems here. We don't see Shadowfaxx going for a town center. We do see Shadowfaxx going for a town center. And we'll see where these Sphinx are going to be going. We've already got the Theseus coming out. No Hippolyta just yet. And no favor in the bank actually for... alas, the Hippolyta is in. The Sphinx will spot the Centaur. Gets one special attack down on that one. Sees the Hippolyta. Will turn around and return fire here onto this Sphinx going after these villages. This Sphinx making his way over onto this town center. We should possibly see Eclipse early here for ChronoJJ if he wants to deny the second town center. Otherwise, ceasefire will come in. We see the Theseus spots the relic but decides not to pick it up in turn. Going to be turning around onto that Sphinx. The Sphinx will spot some villages here, but Shadowfaxx, this town center is going up. He may be able to kill this one. Nice path blocking, or lucky path blocking there from Shadowfaxx onto that location. This Sphinx here needs to leave this location. The Theseus is going to be preventing this one from doing any more damage, and the Sphinx will have to retreat now. We see pickaxe coming through, armory coming up. There is potential for ChronoJJ to go for scarabs here. You can do some pretty brutal scarab all-ins onto the two town center Poseidons with Ra. There's the town center up, and ChronoJJ is going to know that's where he needs to go to pick off these caribou, but I don't think he's quite spotted where they are. He's actually going to return to this location, or he could one-hit that low HP villager here, and we see it getting immediately retreated. Very, very nice play from Shadowfaxx. 24 villagers apiece right now for both of these players. We see one villager getting sniped there. Nice play there from ChronoJJ. The Cryo Sphinx is through, so it's high enough to dodge the Hippolyta, but not high enough. Obviously, you can't dodge the Centaur special because it does have 10 track rating. This Cryo Sphinx is going to be moving in, going to be trying to raid these villagers here. We still don't see a second town center. We've got Hands of the Pharaoh coming through for ChronoJJ, and he has remembered to build houses. Yes. Very, very good. The villager's moving forward onto this one, trying to build a wall, but this villager is going to say bye-bye to his life here. And the big problem for Shadowfaxx, or ChronoJJ, I should say, is the big problem for ChronoJJ here is going to be two town centers means that even if you pick off one villager, you basically need to pick off one villager every 15 seconds to stay even here. Oh, nice. Ghost buildings. The Sphinx doesn't get out. Nice snipe there from Shadowfaxx. Really nice play there. The Sphinx going to be getting rehealed. Has picked up both these relics, a pair of golden lions and the tail of Cerberus. And we do see Hathor is the god of choice. So not going for the segment play here. Interesting try. Hathor, one town center, is really good against Greek, but you have to get the pressure on. You have to go and get the raids. You got to get some value out of Locust. And we'll see if that's going to be something that ChronoJJ can do or not. There's a lot of food left here for Shadowfaxx. His building placement is immaculate as always. Look at this wall he's created here. Look at this wall. He's using the stable to help out as well, trying to finish off this wall as the caribou gets finished off as well. The Sphinx coming around to this location may have to, they may try to bash down the gate. But remember, Hathor was slightly nerfed in 5.0. The Sphinx only, the rock moves now at 4.0 speed, which is a big, big reduction. So it's very, very slow, but it's still very strong as well. There's the armory coming through for Shadowfaxx. He realizes, hey, Sphinx, they're great and all, but I can get Atlanta, which is going to be able to counter those Sphinx very, very hard. So ChronoJJ needs to think about whether or not he wants to stop making Sphinx or what. We do see the Migdol Stronghold going up in order to secure this large gold, this gold mine, secure the town center, and get a siege works up as well. Looks like the Sphinx are making their way into the base of Shadowfaxx, ignoring the villagers who are immediately running as the Theseus is chasing them, looking like he wants to come over and potentially take these villagers down. But these villagers can simply just walk through this gate here, and maybe ChronoJJ can get away from the Theseus, but I don't think so. With 5.3 speed, it's going to be chasing this one down. We see the villagers here should immediately make a break for this location. We do have the Patsuchos here as well, should be able to help get these Sphinx over the wall, and he does manage to do so. The Patsuchos was not picked up though. Oh, the jukes from Shadowfaxx as Hippolyta coming in. He needs to run away. The Hippolyta 4.3 speed can actually chase the rock down. The damage so huge there. The rock does manage to get over the snowy pine trees, and there's the heroic age for Shadowfaxx going through Aphrodite. Lots of resources in the bank for ChronoJJ, though. He's ready to start farming or something like that. The boss over here does get picked off. Moving here, going to be building up 2 granaries for some reason to eat all of this hunt at this point. Husbandry coming through. We can see bone. Wait, no, he didn't go segment. I thought he always goes segment instead. Looks like we're seeing a market here, potentially going for a Horus push with Tornado, Eclipse, really big, nice Scarab raids coming in, or not Scarabs, Sphinx raids coming onto this location. Shadowfaxx at 50 villages now, though. Oh, we could see a Locust here. Locust? No? Doesn't want to go for, or he's trying to bring the villagers into this location to double Locust this. The villagers trying to take this down. There's the Locust, and the villagers all fall. Huge Locust here, and these villagers trying to make a break for it. The Sphinx can run around and try and take them out as well. Shadowfaxx drops down to 45 villagers here. Curse getting used on this location. Going to be taking down some of the villagers of ChronoJJ as well, it looks like. Actually, not many of them. Ceasefire does come in, but an interesting ceasefire, because I'm not sure what that's going to get. In fact, that's just going to allow the market to finish, the Mythic Age to come through for ChronoJJ, and we'll see if it works or not. More priests coming out as he's trying to get them to work. The market going to be finished. ChronoJJ no longer building units here. The Sphinx returning. The market is up. And that's going to be Osiris or Horus. I'm not sure which one he wants to go for. Gets his golden lions out. Like, you have to expect it to be Horus, but maybe Osiris isn't that bad here either. Go Osiris, get 3 town centers. Shadowfaxx only 1 town center. You can boom out of that. And then you just have this Son of Osiris that defends against pretty much everything that Shadowfaxx is going to be doing here. But we'll see what he chooses to do. He could sell the wood, buy a little bit of food, advance right now, cut those villages and advance. We'll see what he wants to go for. Meanwhile, Shadowfaxx building his Atlanta out right now. He's getting out an archery range. He's got a good amount of units, but I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do. There is Horus. Horus, the god of choice. This is very all in for ChronoJJ, but the problem for Shadowfaxx, well, not really. He's got a lot of gold here. I was going to say the problem for Shadowfaxx is going to be gold, because if he was actually gathering these gold mines first, Horus on this location, this is where all the gold mines are. But Shadowfaxx has been very smart and leaving this gold up for a long time. In fact, we're seeing Shadowfaxx being even smarter here. He's moving forward to this location. All of the heavy cavalry are out, but ChronoJJ should be throwing down some barracks, getting ready to rain, spam down the farms, spam out Horus Spearmen as an option as well. We'll see what he's going to do. See the Sphinx coming onto this location now. There's no heroes over here. Send your Theseus. Oh, we didn't. This is, funnily enough, actually kind of good for Shadowfaxx. Oh no, he turns around. The Sphinx coming in. And he would be looking away from them right now as he's raiding onto this location now. He gets hit, starts getting hit now. Shadowfaxx going to be making a break for it. The Atlanta is out somewhere, but I don't know where. There's the Atlanta coming over. Going to be attempting to take this one down. We do see the Rock is in, but not going to be enough to take any more villagers in. The Chariot Archers coming through, going to be attempting to take some more villagers as the Hippocon coming in. These are speedy boys right now with Spirited Charge at 6.0 speed. The Atlanta comes in, going to be trying to start taking these ones down. The Rock comes in to pick up all of these units. There is no Hippolyta here at this point, and we have to be very careful where you send that rock though, because Hippolyta is there. Horus does hit. That's going to have the Avenger coming through. We've got some siege towers in, more Chariot Archers coming through for ChronoJJ. He needs to start thinking about getting his town centers up now that he is in the Mythic Age. He's at 115 of 115 population. Hasn't actually lost a single unit. We see this lone Chariot Archer coming for the hometown center. Actually very smart, because this is where the majority, or both town centers have a lot of farms here, but this is going to be a lot of farms going to be taken down. A lot of villages go down as well. Well, the farms don't go down, but the town center goes down. and now ChronoJJ can hit an Eclipse timing here with the Avenger. Oh, he gets a snipe on the Avenger, trying to surround the Avenger here. The Atlanta will take this down. This is absolutely huge. ChronoJJ uses his special here, but now the Hippocon coming onto this location. The Chariot Archers coming in. The Rock coming through, going to drop onto this location, going to be hitting off a bunch of these villages of Shadowfaxx right now. The Hippocon coming through, going to try and take down the Chariot Archers. A bunch of villages are falling here as the Sphinx take these ones down. The Chariot Archers are not doing much here. They need to not be targeting down a farm here. Now Eclipse comes down. Town Center on the way for ChronoJJ. The Sphinx do so much damage. They are only Cryo Sphinx, but they do so much damage. The heroes are not in the right place for Shadowfaxx as the villagers getting sniped over here as ChronoJJ tries to move around with the Suchos doing tons of damage. The Sphinx doing tons of damage. The Rock does get sniped though by the Watchtower. The villagers are attempting to go down. It's 56 villages to 42 villagers here. And now ChronoJJ's attack has been thwarted. He's going to have to get out of here. More Sphinx getting built for ChronoJJ. I would prefer him to not be doing this. Instead, just get 3 town centers at this point instead of spending more on Sphinx. Transition into Horus Spearman. And we do see this town center has gone up. More fighting going on. More Sphinx coming into this location here. The Atlanta is attempting to get taken down. Every time the cavalry hits this one, the Atlanta does get targeted down. The Sphinx need to help take down these villages. The siege towers are trying to take them down, but they're just not strong enough. The siege towers kill them off way too fast as ChronoJJ is still trying to push in here. The Hippocon do repel the Chariot Archers. The Eclipse is over. The Sphinx are going down as the Atlanta is able to take them down. 11 HP left on that Atlanta. The myth units of ChronoJJ finished off, and now we'll have to see what he does. He's grabbing Sacred Cats. He's ready to start farming now as he's out of food. He needs a lot of gold. This is the gold mine for ChronoJJ. He's still got this gold mine over here. He's started his trade route. Very safe trade route. It's obviously not the best one. This corner is where you want to go, but nice walls for ChronoJJ. And now Shadowfaxx is seeing his road to victory. And the road to victory is very simple right now. Get Mythic Age through Hephaestus, Colossus, and potentially obviously Colossus and Polyphemus, and just go late game if he can. We see Chariot Archer raids. ChronoJJ is not finished with Shadowfaxx in the slightest. He sees the raids. He takes out a bunch of villages now. 62 villages to what looks to be 53 villagers for ChronoJJ, so he's slowly catching up on the villager count, but still not grabbing this town center. Obviously needs to start farming and get that sorted, but no barracks up just yet. No attempt to really utilize Horus's mid-late game strengths with those Horus Spearmen, and it's looking as though Shadowfaxx is stabilized, trying to make a break for it with these Chariot Archers, but the Sacred Charge Hippocon are more than enough to take these down, but it looks like Shadowfaxx not paying attention as the Chariot Archers get out of here. Now the villagers coming over here, but Shadowfaxx already setting up preemptive wall with Petropolis. I love this. We're also seeing, we're seeing Hephaestus. He had an idea of Artemis here, but he's deciding against that, going for the Hephaestus Shaft Mine coming through for ChronoJJ very late. There's the rain. We only got 13, 14 farms here for ChronoJJ, but what's he going to use this food for if he doesn't have any barracks? This made perfect sense to transition into Horus Spearman, but not going for it. Does he have crenellations? He does have crenellations. So this is a really smart attack point here or defense point here for ChronoJJ. Shadowfaxx going to be losing a lot of these cavalry. And now this is... Villager has to delete the wall because he's on the wrong side. But now ChronoJJ basically should just be thinking about selling some of that wood. 64 wood to sell. Selling some of that wood, come onto the town center. See what he can do. We're seeing some more raids coming. We do have hoplites coming through. It's obviously Poseidon wants to transition into infantry to get those line upgrades. Oh, the catapult very much out of position. Maybe Shadowfaxx will spot that one and pick that off. It's a lot of resources there to throw away. Lots of idle Chariot Archers here for ChronoJJ. Needs to get those sorted. Now we're seeing the villagers moving on to this location. Still no Petropolis, but this Hippocon actually doesn't see the settlement. Not enough line of sight here. Not enough line of sight at all. So this settlement may go up, and ChronoJJ is going to have to work out a way to take down this fortress. We see the Petropolis coming through as well, but it's going to be a little bit too late as the town center looks like it will come up. Another Avenger coming through here for ChronoJJ. He's got a lot of resources in the bank. But there's the Hephaestus through for Shadowfaxx here. We've got Plenty Vault coming down. Forge of Olympus coming through as well. These are about to be some brutally strong units here for Shadowfaxx, and the Petropolis gets up just in time. But not just in time, just too late, I should say, for this location. And we'll see how this goes. We've got the Chariot Archers coming over onto here. We'll take down some villages. Sun-Dried Mudbrick on its way now for ChronoJJ. We've got Siege Works coming through. The Chariot Archers will be able to take down the Petropolis very, very slowly. And we've got a Colossus coming through as well. How do you deal with the Colossus? Do we have a ton of villages on favor? No, Shadowfaxx not going for that. He could get Polyphemus out as well. Absolute huge unit, picks off both of those Petropolis. It would be better simply just to make Heliopolis at this point, because they do so much damage to everything. We've got some heavy Hetairoi though. That's kind of funny. The Hetairoi not actually that bad. You can see they do a little bit less damage than the Hippocon, but they've got, what's it, 300%? 250% bonus damage against the town center. Look at the damage they do, but they die very, very fast. As the Colossus coming in to take it down as well. Still trying to build these Petropolis into this location here. Fortified Town Center coming through for ChronoJJ. Copper weapons, mail, shields, and golden apples coming through for Shadowfaxx. The Avenger does bonus damage against myth units, but it's really not that much. That's 200% bonus. And it will be able to take down the Colossus actually fairly fast. I take it back. Maybe Avengers are the answer here for Colossus, for the Egyptian player. Meanwhile, ChronoJJ is so good at this. He's always going for side builds, always trying to attack somewhere else on the map. But it's looking like ChronoJJ is falling severely behind right now, as he's not able to... Well, he hasn't started Horus Spearman. He's still got no intention of doing so, it looks like. 3 Petropolis are now out at this point, and we'll see if Shadowfaxx realizes that he needs to make a push through this location here to take down the trade of ChronoJJ. ChronoJJ's got Sun-Dried Mudbrick and Masons, but we've got Carpenters and Crenellations coming through now for Shadowfaxx. Is going to be really, really strong, starting to build watchtowers, preparing for any sort of mercenary. The Avenger actually attacks the Gaia bird that's flying around here. It's kind of funny. Instead of building this next Petropolis, you really should think about getting out engineers, because it helps these Petropolis so much. But it's looking like he's happy just to keep building Petropolis here. We do see a catapult coming in. Going to be trying to take down these Petropolis. Look at the damage it does. Its accuracy is really bad though. Nope, misses. We are seeing the Polyphemus coming through. Going to break through this wall. Look at the damage this does. This unit is absolutely bonkers. Shadowfaxx takes down the town center. And ChronoJJ is back to he's at 155 population, 156 population. But he's not going to get this town center back anytime soon. Maybe with the catapult he can help push through here, but it's going to be tough. And we've got the units coming in over here, cleaning up the siege works that are here. The market gets the leader to open up this trade route a little bit. It's only 30 gold here for ChronoJJ, and he's got 21 camel caravans, 65 villages. Whereas Shadowfaxx at 80 villages, 7 donkey caravans. And if we check out the economic upgrades as well, Plow, Hand Axe, Shaft Mine, Sacred Cat. Sacred Cats does nothing with plows there as well, so it's not even an upgrade. Whereas, look at that. Beautiful upgrades for Shadowfaxx. Fully upgraded on everything. Bronze weapons, mail shields coming through. Shadowfaxx has got to feel very, very confident at this stage of the game. We've got Polyphemus coming in. Going to be taking down the watchtowers very, very quickly. Look at that damage there. It does more damage than a Colossus. And it's just insane how much damage it does. It doesn't have bonus damage against buildings or anything. But it's just like 22.5 hack, plus 5 crush. Boom. Smack, smack, smack. See all the towers down, and now Shadowfaxx can slowly push in and grab this town center for himself as well. Taking down the catapult. We've got some walls coming up for Shadowfaxx as he's trying to secure this side of the map here. More walls coming over here. I love this. Silver Colossus now in. super difficult to defend against at this point. And after all of this, it looked like ChronoJJ, which is just getting smacked. After all of this, it looks like ChronoJJ is just not able to make the Horus semi-fast Mythic work here against Shadowfaxx. It was super close to killing off everything, but in the end, you got to kill off the heroes. And he didn't manage to do that. Didn't manage to prevent this town center from going up either, which would have been very, very huge. Or this town center at the start of the game. Polyphemus looks like it's slowly going down, but ChronoJJ 123 population is going so fast down. Now I've got Heliopolis coming out. We do see that the fortress goes down for the militia, but that's it. And the wall's coming up very slowly, but they're up. And then once this is up, ChronoJJ's side builds become very useless. She's got nothing left. And is going to continue to try and fight in this game, but the Colossus, the Heliopolis, the Militia even, and ChronoJJ taps out in the 25th minute mark of this game. Tried to use the Blast, and it looked so beautiful. It looks like the first, I don't know, 11 minutes of this game looked like it was ChronoJJ's game, but Shadowfaxx just managed to mitigate the damage enough. Got enough value out of the second town center. The Tornado didn't do enough here. I would have probably preferred him to go onto this town center, to be honest. Tornado this, because it would have done the same amount of damage with the farms here. 11 farms, 10 farms. Very similar. And then he could have pressured this wood line, pressured this gold mine, and go for a gold staff. And the big problem here from ChronoJJ, which honestly, this made perfect sense, except he didn't do it. Like, everything he did made sense, like why he was doing it, until he didn't make the Horus Spearman. If ChronoJJ made Horus Spearman here, he probably doesn't lose. He probably gets a gold staff, honestly, because you have to have Pacifist transition, and if you have Pacifist transition, then Chariot Archers come in as well behind to boot, and the myth units that are there do so much more. The Spearman can take down Atlanta because she's got a lot of, well, this is fully upgraded, but she's got only 34% base hack armor, which isn't a lot. And the Spearman will be able to kill this one off very easily, and the myth units can help take down those Pacifists as well. But ChronoJJ wanted the Chariot Archers, didn't do it right, and in the end, Shadowfaxx takes game number 2, leveling the series. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.